10 times better than a globe earther, because if a globe earther knew half of what a flat earther knows about the globe, they would be a flat earther. Because the globe is, am I allowed to say retarded? Because I'm going to say it. It's retarded. Yeah. It's retarded. The globe is retarded.
And it's funny, I've learned, especially everything we've seen over the last 3 years, you know what I'm talking about, that people will blindly defend things as long as that guy has a lab jacket and a title. Then he's got to be smarter than us, right?
Are you a subscriber to Crow 777 Radio?
Bro, that podcast with you and him was one of the things that woke me up. He's great, yeah.
Are you a subscriber to his podcast where you get the full podcast?
Oh, no.
It's Crow, CRROW 777radio.com. I highly recommend that everybody become a subscriber to him. Do not send your kids to college. That you are wasting your money. You're indoctrinating them. If you hit the homeschool button, whoops, what is going on there? If you hit the homeschool button, Crow's right here. This is all very, this is college right here. But I told people, and I know a couple people that are doing this actually, and their kids are amazing. Don't send your kid to school. Get them a house with a bunch of other friends. And here's the only assignment they have. Crow puts out 2 episodes every week, and then there's 400 past episodes. They're 2 hours apiece. So listen to the 2 new ones and 3 old ones. So 1 a day for the whole week. You can listen to it while you're bike riding, while you're kite surfing, while you're gardening, while you're folding laundry, whatever it is that you want to do. Listen to it. And at the end of a month, you are going to be more prepared for this world than any college will ever put you. And you'll only be $8 in debt a month. Okay? $8. Right? Please, every adult, every child, start listening to this. This is the podcast that's taken me to where I am.
And I'm so glad you said that, because a big portion of our community, our listeners, including myself, I homeschool my daughter. That's on your app, right? The homeschool?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's all sorts of stuff on here. There's so much information on here for homeschoolers, and we're adding more all the time. Like if you're you have a homeschooling group or website or thing, and and you're awake to flat Earth, let me know. I'll put you on the app for free. You'll be out to hundreds of thousands of people. Okay, and then people can access it. Some other things on the homeschool section. I got My Lunch Break. Have you ever heard this guy yet? Old world stuff. He looks into these old buildings and finds out the history of the buildings, and it's hysterical for adults and for kids. You'll laugh, and then you'll be like, "Wow, how did I not even understand that?" And it's mind blowing. Amazing stuff here. You don't need anything else. You don't even need anything else in the app. Just this page alone will keep your life busy for a long time. But I was saying on the app, the friend finder is up. It's just hit 111,000. It's going to be 111,111 tonight. Maybe at 11:11 right there. There's a number, and that should be pretty interesting. But these are the people say flat Earth is dying. Nope, it's not. It's growing exponentially. That's what he said. He said the whole world was put to a test with the thing that happened in 2020, and everybody was told to close their businesses and go home and stay home and don't do this and cover up their mouth with a muzzle to separate you from from breathing, and the world failed. Most of the world failed. I didn't fail. I never complied with any of that. And if everyone had just said, screw that, all the governments in the world would have fallen. Would have been over. Okay? It would have been over. Our test is going to come again. They're going to try again. Alien invasion, another variant, something. Okay? It's going to come again. Don't fail. I know that your listeners aren't going to fail. I know that the people that already know me, but it's your friends. So everybody, wake people up to flat Earth, and all of a sudden they can see everything. I woke people up to 9/11, Sandy, Boston, and they go right back to sleep. They're like, oh, well, the different administration and different people and, good people, bad people. No, you wake them up to flat Earth, it's every day. It's the rest of your life. You can't let it down. And everybody's interested. They try to wake somebody up in Saudi Arabia to the Boston Marathon. They don't care. They don't even know they've never even heard of Boston. Okay? They're like, what are you talking about? Every single person lives on flat Earth. They just need to know it. And their soul is screaming to them, but their conscious mind is lost in the television programming. Okay? and their soul is streaming. And I believe that a lot of depression comes from the disconnection of your soul, who is your eternal soul, trying to talk to your mind, which is lost in the television programming and Netflix and the news and nonsense. Okay? And when you wake up to Flat Earth, boom, they start talking again. They're like, yo, check this rock out, man. Okay?
Man, you've been so generous with your time, and every time I get a chance to talk to you, I think this is the third time we've had a chance to talk over the last 4 years. You do this every day, every week with the same energy, and I'm thankful that you become a part of my life, and I know this episode, both on video and audio, is going to really take off. And I'm going to put all the information for the listeners in the show description. I'll put a link to his apps for iOS, for Android, his websites, his YouTube channel. The referral file when you get the app is FE Files, and I'll put that in the show description. And I will also put a link to Crow 777 so you can check him out and subscribe to him as well. Dave, you've been very generous with your time, and I wanted to give you the opportunity with any closing words you have, sir.
My closing words are, take my advice. If you have kids that are getting towards college, send them to Crow University. Let them wake up that way. Find out what they want to do, and if they want to become a plumber or a builder, send them there. If they want to, open up a retail store, they don't need to go to college for that. They can learn all of this stuff, and we have everything's online, and you can learn it, but you have to understand how this world works. And I'm telling you, Crow 777 Radio, it's $8 a month. It should be $80 a month. Okay, it's still worth it, and just force yourself to listen to every episode, right? When it comes out, it's the first thing I do. Everything's off the plate. I'm listening. And the beautiful thing is it's just an audio podcast, so you can go anywhere. You don't have to sit. You don't have to watch. It's just audio. And I think there's something special about audio-only podcasts sometimes, right? Although, the stuff I'm doing, I need to show you stuff. But I love doing audio-only sometimes because you can get more expressive and whatnot. So there's my closing thing. FlatEarthDave.com. If you forget everything, just remember FlatEarthDave.com. That's it.
There you go. Thank you so much, Dave. It's always good to see you. And again, I'll leave his links to his apps in the show description. And of course, Flat Earth Dave. For David Weiss, I'm George Hobbs from the Flat Earth Files. Thank you to all the listeners and your continued support. And until next time, my friends, we will see you.